evening. So evening vlog. Let's get into that meditative mode so the brain can... Fuck was that? So the brain can... So the brain can process what it needs to process. Oh, it's nice just to have the legs crossed. I've been putting off any sort of meditation today. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because it's easier. But in actual fact, in some ways, it's easier to meditate. It's just hard to take the first step. That's all. I'm a bit hungry, which is affecting me a bit, but I can't eat anything more because I've had my CBD drink, which has made me a bit tired anyway. I've had my CBD drink and I don't want my stomach to be screwed up, because once I've put all that liquid in, and no, it's not going to be a good idea. But there's God, I hate the way I look in this side angle. That's horrible. I don't know why. There's a lighting or something. That's better. No, it's not. Maybe turn it down a bit. Is that better? This is full brightness. That's a bit bright, isn't it? Dim it a bit. Just dim it a bit. I don't know what it is about this angle. When I look at the screen, I feel like really weird. I don't know. Probably just the hair and the beard. It's a bit Ahmadinejad. Actually, no, he's quite... Is he still alive? I don't know. God, it's all changed now. It was years ago, isn't it? That was years ago. Is he still the president of Iran? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, that's better. I just feel like I want to... The side just feels weird. I don't know why the side just feels weird. I know why. It's because my mum always used to do this. Like, when I was the other side of the room, she'd be doing this. Giving me this weird side eye. Fucking weird, man. She used to do that. So that Cobain song, Nirvana song, Heart-Shaped Box. She eyes me like a Pisces, and apparently that means like side glance, like kicks you when you're down, eyes you like a fish, like from the side, swims right by, eyes you like a fish, doesn't give a shit. I don't know. There's different ways of side eye, judgment, blah, all kinds of ways of reading whatever that is. All kinds of ways of reading. So, where were we? I was texting my dad today, and I'm wondering if one of my shorts has banned my channel. If my channel is banned now. Not banned, but been like fucked by YouTube because of the latest short. I don't know. It's just like, I like to just make it with shorts. It's just like, I just do what's impulsive. If I'm feeling impulsive, it's better that I do something on YouTube than do something stupid in real life. It's better I just let it out on YouTube. I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm trying to negatively influence anyone or anyone. It's not like I'm even a big influence necessarily. I mean, there's a chance I could be one day. I don't know whether that'd be a good thing or not. May well not be, because my mind is very untrained, so I'm liable to steer people in the wrong direction. But anyway, where were we? The untrained mind. Yuttadhamu's right that the best help you can be to someone is the trained mind. But this is me helping myself to YouTube's server space. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to sit on your platform free of charge. Although it's not free of charge, because it cost me my time. That's okay. That's okay, because of course, time never runs out. We never die. I'm out. Wow. So yeah, today's been a weird day. I'm displacing all over the place because I'm not facing what I need to face. I'm all over the place. All over the place, man. My head is spinning with all kinds of thoughts. Like, I don't know. I just, fuck, I'm just like, I don't know. Just like, just, I don't know, just, I feel like my wife's family, my wife is still like tied to her family. Not literally, obviously, but enmeshed, psychologically enmeshed, like not free to be herself. Or maybe I'm projecting because maybe I don't feel free to be myself because of my family. Maybe I'm still like a puppet on a string for them. Like even today with my dad, I'm always, when I'm communicating with him, it's like I'm always thinking of, even though we're just texting, I'm always thinking of like how he's reading it, like what I need to say. Is it to manipulate him? But it's not just that. It's also to protect myself from, like, because I almost feel like my mum is like, I can just imagine her, like, not necessarily reading his messages, but, well, yeah, basically by saying, oh, it said blah blah blah, and then now, like, she's gonna maybe contact me and ask about my sister, blah blah blah. I was like, no, I didn't. Oh no, that's like not really. I don't want her really asking about like that, but I felt like, no, I should be able to just message my dad, like, like, why do I have to be afraid of messaging my dad because of how my mum will, like, what my mum would do if I message my dad? But it's like, I love my dad. I don't want to not be able to message him. Know what I mean? Like, he's a good guy. I feel bad sometimes. Like, really, like, my sister should have contact with him, but I know why. It's always been that he goes along with mum over that. It's just like the way it was. Like, and it's not really fair on my sister, really. Like, she's had no one on her side. Like, at least, I can't really say it's been easier for me given fucking suicide attempt and everything else, but it's been different. Like, I've had the support of my dad, at least for certain times of my life, although, I had hatred for both of them at the time. Tried to kill myself, killed myself. Maybe I did die. Part of me did die, maybe, which is a good thing. It was a Freudian slip just there, maybe. The time I killed. I hated them, but maybe I killed myself. Like, the part of myself that I hate the most. Maybe it's dead. The part of me that I wanted to kill the most was the part of me that wanted to hurt others. And that's what happened. Although I did slip back into old ways, but down the line I did. But I didn't go through with anything that crazy. It was just in the form of emails. I didn't follow through with the things I said, In the past, I had broke things. I had done things to them. Maybe they thought I would do it again. Maybe they thought I would attack them. Maybe they thought I would. I don't know. I don't know what they thought. It'd be arrogant of me to even try to work out what they thought, but sometimes it's just a lot to process. It's just, I don't want to be enmeshed with them anymore, and I'm easily could mix up my issues with my wife's issues and then put her under pressure, and I don't want to do that because I've done that before. I've done that because I can't deal with my family stuff, so I try to get her to deal with her family stuff, but her family stuff isn't even as serious as what's going on with my family. She's being blamed for her dad scratched his car and then tried to blame her when it was most likely him. He drove back from the allotment under the influence. Maybe not much, but hopefully she won't mind me saying that. I'm not mentioning his name or anything. I'm just saying this is my channel where I talk about things, everything. Because unless I say everything, I can't truly heal. Some people say oversharing left a thing on. There's a difference between vulnerability and oversharing, but I'm like, this isn't even about necessarily just sharing or even vulnerability. This is about healing. This is about honesty. This is about spirituality. This is about meditation. This is about self-reflection, self-honesty, which I am still not fully there. I am still not fully honest with myself and honest with others. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want to be. And I think the whole world needs to be. And I think if we can all be honest with ourselves, that's the first step in then being honest with each other. Maybe that sounds trite, simple, but I think that's true. I don't know. I don't know. I have OCDs about things. I think I have what's called sexual OCD, where I get hung up on fantasies. I'm a confused person because on the one hand, and I do think Sam Vakkanen is right. I do think sexuality is a spectrum. I really do think it is a spectrum. And I watched his video on homosexuality, and he said everyone is either a latent homosexual or a latent heterosexual. So if they've always been with women, they're potentially waiting in the wings to switch to men. And if they've only just been with men, they're potentially waiting in the wings to switch to women. Now, a lot of people may disagree with that because some people claim to be fully one way or fully the other. I actually don't think that exists. I think, because I remember like a lot of these things, these kinks, these homoerotic kinks come up as early on, and people push it out their system. That's not me. I'm completely straight, and they push it out their system. That's what my therapist said to me, and it's true, because I remember this happening. I remember everyone being very worried about calling each other gay or something, like worried about this person. Like, people were so people were so worried about that. And why were they so worried? Why were people so worried about being called gay? I remember when I was at school, when I was at JFS, Jewish Secondary School, like people were so, I remember when like I had this friend and he said we were the thing of the day was like Britney Spears. Everyone would talk about Britney Spears. And I remember I had like I had all of that kind of interest with like trying to find when we had the page 3 girls, and always wanted to find the page 3. I remember just like, you know, collecting those and be like, wow, boobs, you know. But I just said to Neve, it was Neve, well, I can say, I'm not saying his surname, I don't think he's ever going to see this. And I said to him, like, oh yeah, I think he was like, oh, Britney Spears is so hot. And I think, I find it like, Britney Spears, like, looks better with the outfits. And what I meant with, like, he started moving, they both, like, him and like, this is what really upset. I was so upset at the time. Him and Daniel, like, they both moved away from me. Him and our other friend, Daniel, are not friends anymore, but they started to move away, like this, like, ooh, and I'm like in the middle, and they're doing this, and they're both looking, and it's like this guy's gay, and it's like, I didn't even mean it like I wasn't saying that a naked woman is not attractive. What I was saying is that the element, there's no element of tease, there's no element of nothing to the imagination if someone's just completely naked, which is why you see this even in porn. You see this in, like, they've still got something on, like they've got the trainers on, or they've got something on, or even in fucking Paris Hilton's porno, like she's still got the bra on, which is a weird thing. But I'm just saying, like, you know, and Britney Spears as well had like kind of maybe weird boobs as well, like kind of like kind of like, I don't know whether they're implants or what, but they were like kind of weird. Maybe they weren't implants, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being unfair. I don't know. But I just said, like, you know, I felt like the outfits. Sorry if my wife is listening, but like the outfits were sexy. So it wasn't like, I wasn't saying like, oh no, I'm repulsed by a naked woman or anything. It was like, no, it was I was just saying that the outfits are like attractive, you know. And this is when I'm like fucking 12, 13. So like, I'm not fucking even like way years away from like having sex. Like if I you know, if I kiss a girl at that age, you know, I'm lucky, let alone hold her in her outfit. So I'm not thinking of like naked or not. I'm thinking of like, you know, whatever. I mean, I had like the page 3 girls topless or whatever. I just said that about like, I don't know, Britney Spears, the outfits or something. But I don't know why I said that. Like, but it's not, they probably moved away from it. I'm even having to justify this now, but because I was insecure myself, like insecure, but they were insecure by saying that. And I was, you know, they were just doing a better job of pushing whatever insecurity they had down, crushing it down. And for me, I was questioning things, you know, I was questioning whether I was bisexual, you know. After that, someone said they were bisexual. I felt I was possibly, you know, bisexual. And I remember I told my mom, what? That makes no sense. Like, you're either gay or you're straight. There's no such thing. And I was like, well, now I realize, like, well, there is, because, you know, there is, but maybe at a time, you know, she didn't. But this is the thing. But even if there wasn't, like, I don't know, like, it's just a weird thing to do as a parent to be like, what, like, what's the point in that? Like, you know, there is, you know, but it's, I don't know. I mean, maybe like I always wanted like a proper father figure, like who really understood me, or like an older brother or something. Maybe that's what this is about. It's a weird thing. Like, sexuality is complicated. I don't know. It's just it's a weird thing. You know, a part of me, you know, it would be nice if I could give myself oral sex. You know, that would be nice, really. That's what this is about, really. Is that's what I'd like to be able to do, because it would probably feel better than masturbating. You know, to give myself oral sex. Just saying, you know. I don't think I would want to do it to anyone else. I don't, you know, I don't find men attractive, really. You know, if a man is very, very, very good looking, I'll be like, oh wow, he's very good looking, but I don't want to do anything with him. I can't get turned on by a man. I can't do it. A man cannot turn me on, but my own penis does kind of turn me on. I like it, and it's kind of bigger than it used to be, because I used a pump for a long time, and I'm impressed by it. My wife's impressed by it. It's impressive, you know. It's an impressive thing. Yeah, I think just penises, you know, circumcised penises, they are quite, you know, there's nothing wrong with me saying this. Yeah, women can say boobs are beautiful, vagina's beautiful. You know, what do they say? They say women walk around, they get vajazzled, and they talk about us like, you know what I mean? They all do this pride shit, pussy power. Why can't us men, even us straight men, why can't I say as a straight man when I can? Fuck it, I'm going to say it. You know, penises are beautiful. What's wrong with it? Why are men so afraid of saying that? They are. They are. They are stunning works of art if you think about them. If you think about what they can do, the way they can just expand like that, the way they can like fire like a fucking gunshot like halfway across the room, like, that's impressive. You know, and we should be proud. Us men should be proud of our penises. We should, even if we have a micro penis. Even if we have a micro penis. A moment of silence. No, I'm just saying that seriously, even that, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, we are. And I've been insecure about the size of mine, which is why I use a pump. So I'm just projecting anyway by even saying that. And the men with the micro penis, they're more secure in themselves than I am. You know? And I'm 6.5 on a good day, maybe 7, maybe we can stretch, maybe 7. But I'm what I am, you know, and I want to give up this whole penis enlargement thing, you know. But I'll never be able to do that. I'll never be able to put mine in my mouth. And also, so if I can't have, if my wife doesn't like giving oral, I'm sorry, wife. What the fuck were you talking all this on YouTube? But this is real therapy, wife. This is real therapy, and we have to talk about everything. We have to talk about everything because that is how we heal. And I've tried at one point. I did try to put my PP. I don't want this to get taken off YouTube. I tried to put my thingy in my thingy. I don't know what you mean by that. So I tried to, you know what I mean, in the bath, put it round. You got to do it while it's soft and push it round and see if you can find it, and just about do it. And I tried to watch an instruction video on that, because that way, the thing is, you are completely self-sufficient that way, because you get to mimic someone giving you fellatio, because you're giving yourself fellatio if you can suck your own thing, which means you have to be big enough to do that, which is why I thought if I get to the largest penis pump, I'll have one so big that it will reach my mouth and I'll be able to do that. As I saw a video of someone doing that, it looked like they'd made their dick like 11 inches or something, no more than that or something. They were sucking. I was like, how did they get it that fucking big? Like, unless they're just born like that, but I swear it's like they've done something. Like, this would be fucking like amazing thing to do, because you never need to rely on like anyone else for sex. Like, you've just got, you can suck your own, right? You can suck your own, so that covers, you don't need to worry about anyone sucking you. And then you can fuck your own hole, and then you've got it all covered. You've got fellatio covered. You've got penetration covered within your body. You never need to leave the house. No one needs to come to your house. You're good. But I love my wife to bits, don't get me wrong, but we're not living together, so this is partly what this is about, maybe. Maybe this is what this is about. Yeah. But this is all what it comes down to. This is all what the anxiety anxiety is about. This is what it's about. Yeah. Sexual frustration, really, with this situation. So it's my brain's way of coping with it. But yeah, I just want us to live together. But she wants to, my wife wants the support of her family. So she wants us to move to Birmingham, near Birmingham, into a bigger house. For us to sell our houses. I mean, actually, it's not she saying to do that. I'm saying that we need to really do something. So we were speaking about it today. We've got just different ideas. She's got this thing like she wants the kids to have holidays and all of that. I understand that she wants that, but I'm just sick of the pressure. I just want us to live a simple life. I feel like we're pulling in two different directions. I just want us to live a simple, easy life where we have little expenses. We keep expenses as low as possible. And I know that's difficult with kids, but I think it's just the best way. The worst thing is that on a family is just financial pressure and arguments about money. And that is what could potentially happen if we're under a huge amount of pressure. She still wants us to move to a bigger house, but she's still happy to take out a mortgage again, which will be in her name. But at the end of the day, if we're living in the same house together, I know what's going to happen. Like, I'm going to be expected to contribute to it. And it's just it's just getting ridiculous, really. The whole money thing has been an issue from the beginning, and it's still an issue. And I don't know if it's ever going to sort itself out. And if you see this, wife, I'm not saying your name, but if you see this, maybe I'm just exhausted, I'm tired, but this is, I know, I hope that we can somehow work this out. You want a childminder or whatever, but the childminder, what it's going to cost per day is almost what you get paid in a day. And that's not to disrespect what you earn. I know you enjoy your job, but I'm just saying, realistically, it is a huge chunk. It's like going to be like 60% of what you get in a day. Maybe more is what would cost a childminder, to take the kids to and from nursery. Whereas if you weren't working, then, if we moved, basically, I'm thinking of, I presented to her the idea. She's not keen on me doing it. I said I could sell my house, which doesn't have a mortgage, and then buy half her house off her, which means I would own half her house with her, and then that'll clear off her mortgage. And if we do that, then our expenses are going to be low because we don't have a mortgage and we're just running one house instead of running two houses between us at the moment, because we've each got a house. If we sell both, we move in just to hers, and no, sorry, you sell both. If we sell mine and I buy half hers, and then we've got the I guess, I don't know, maybe it is better to sell both. Maybe she's right, actually. Maybe we do need a bigger house. She said it's too small, and she's right. She's right. Both our houses, either, if we could move them together, it'd be fine, but she was right. I mean, we were going to get a place, and sometimes I regret that we didn't do it. She got scammed, and already I was anxious about it, and I thought that's a sign not to do it. I didn't trust the estate agent. The estate agent didn't give a shit. Got intercepted. What happened, and it was, an email got hijacked. Her email got hijacked. Something went horribly wrong. She got scammed £1,000, and it made me feel more vulnerable. It made me feel vulnerable to live with her. That she could be taken advantage of like that. But generally, she's pretty good with money. I'm the one that's shit with money. And I'm the one that gets taken advantage of more, and have been taken advantage of more. What's that on my foot now? I don't know. Maybe the right thing is to. Maybe the right thing is to. So I regret sometimes we did. We were going to get a house in Warsaw, but I'm not so sure about Warsaw. I don't know, but what I mean, the thing is, because we still would have been near Birmingham, and but I don't know. I'm just not sure. She's right enmeshed with her family, and I'm just scared that if I move there, I can't
I can't deal with like too many people around. Like it does my head in. Like I can't. I can be around her and I can be around the kids, but I struggle. It sounds terrible. I struggle to be around her family. They're not bad people, but I struggle to be around them. You know, it's like I love them, but I don't like them. You know, but I don't like most people, and I don't like myself even. I like Cam. I like my wife. Just said her name. Shit. I love my wife, and I like my wife. No, which is why I like talking to her. I had a really nice conversation with her this evening. And I think she likes talking to me as well. That's why she called me. I love her and I like her, which is a great combination. But she's nothing like her family, and she's very enmeshed with them. And she feels that she needs their support, and maybe she does, because my support is very limited, especially at the moment with my mental health problems. But it's very frustrating for me. It's a very frustrating position to be in, because I tried my best. I wanted to take care of my family. I was earning good money. It all fell apart. I was making some good money. I had a job on the horizon. Everything fell apart. Everything went to shit. The rentals I was getting and the job all fucked up. So now here I am, just trying to get my shit together. And I feel we are stuck. I feel stuck. No. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Don't know what to do. My fear is that if we do that, if we do, because also she keeps changing her mind. She was like, "Oh, when the kids go to nursery, I'm going to move into a house in Newcastle, which is in 2 years. The kids are going to." But then she said on the phone today the house is too small. So, what is it? What is it exactly? And I feel like by her sending me the photos of the kids, blah, 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 is to reel me into some sort of decision. Although maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just projecting, looking at how manipulative my mum is and thinking, oh, maybe she's doing that. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe I need to just sleep and just think about it tomorrow. When I watch the video and I hear this fucking music, oh my God, it's like I can't face it. Like I don't want that shit playing in my house. This like Punjabi music, it does my head in. It really does. I don't know what they're saying, but it's just, to me, it just seems like just real bollocks. And she's not going to like me saying that, but to be honest, I feel most music is complete bollocks anyway. Most music, maybe if I read the words of the Punjabi song, maybe I would say, oh, there's some real meaning in that. And don't go wrong, I feel a connection with Eastern religions. It was Sikhism, Buddhism. There's some incredible similarities between them. And that's kind of how spirituality is that you see these serendipitous, synchronous like connections with things. You see these things, these like pockets of kind of light arising from different directions. You're like, oh, how that's all connected. And I remember hearing that there and seeing that there, and it's all really cool. you know, and that's, I think, why I was drawn to her, and that's one of the reasons I love her. And you know, in some ways, it's one of the reasons why I love her family, and I feel like at home with them in a sense, and I feel like they looked after me, and I'm grateful, and they helped me recover from like when I'd come out of hospital, they were feeding me food and nourish, like really looking after me. But I felt like, so I don't know, it feels like sometimes people are just kind, like when I'm broken, and then when I'm tough, like they treat me like shit again and to break me down. Maybe it's because maybe I'm an asshole when I'm tough. I don't know. Maybe like when I'm strong, when I'm happy, maybe that's when I'm a jerk, because I no longer know I'm no longer self-aware of what it's like to suffer. So I don't, but I don't know. But maybe it's also that like people just get bitter. People are just be like, they're bitter about it. They don't like to see someone happy. You know, they don't like it. They want to tear them down. You know, they want to find a way to tear them down, but maybe it's not, you know, it's not conscious, but maybe that's what they want to do. It's like, I remember like my brother-in-law's wife, like the first time like I met her, and she was asking me where I was from, asking me like where I was from. Then she was like, "Where's your dad from?" And then I told her my dad from. They said, "Where's your granddad's dad?" And I told her like my dad's from. And it was all like a series of like, "Where's this one from? There's this one from. This one from." And it was all to get to the point of trying to find out, trying to check whether I was a Muslim, because Sikhs and Muslims goes back, right? It hasn't been always a healthy situation between Sikhs and Muslims. So they were trying to find that out. And my granddad is no longer around, but he was born in Iraq. He was born in Baghdad. He was an Iraqi Jew. You know, and it was just, it felt like a real, you know, interrogation, because I already had this shit, you know, as a Jew. I already had this as a Jew. Still get it from time to time, and then to get it, you know, as a Muslim as well, even though I'm not a Muslim, and I have don't have no Muslims in my family or anything. I mean, I'm not saying that, oh, it would be terrible if I did, but I don't. Maybe it would be interesting if I did. It would be interesting to converse between myself as a Jew and a Muslim. But I don't have that in my family. I've met Muslims. I've met some that are very nice people. I've met some that are not very nice people. But that's just not something I have within my family, which is fine. But then to be treated like that and interrogated, and it was just kind of, and then I had that as well in the job I was in, Riverside Housing. You know, I said, because I don't eat pork, but it's not even a religious thing. It's just, it started as a religious thing. I went to Israel when I was 16. And I came back, and I just felt this kind of connection with Israel, and I decided like I was just going to do one thing. Like it was almost like guilt. It was almost like I felt like I had to come back early on the trip because I was having panic attacks and stuff. And I almost like felt guilty. Is it that the reason why this is happening to me is because I've eaten pork for all these years? And all this bullshit, right? All this guilt bullshit that I had on my shoulders. So I decided, okay, I'm not going to eat pork. And I stopped eating pork sausages. You know, even though I did actually enjoy pork sausages. And I did enjoy pork sausages. But then I tried to have them again when I was in it's a weird thing. It's like I stopped eating it for many, many years. And then in 2019 or late 2018, something like that, I thought, let me try it again, because I was trying to do ketogenic. So I thought, let me try pork sausages again. And I had not only pork sausages, I had pork sausages and bacon. and I ate it, but there was, the whole way through I was eating it, there was I didn't enjoy the bacon anymore. And I didn't really enjoy the pork sausages anymore. I didn't have it again after that. I couldn't. It's a weird thing that originally it was a religious reason or a semi-religious reason, cultural reason, or some guilt reason. But then when I tried it once more, many times later, it was no longer a religious thing, hence why I ate it. I no longer believed in Judaism or anything like that. But I just didn't like the taste. And it's a weird thing. I remember when I did enjoy the taste, and I remember kind of that taste in my mouth, what I did enjoy. But now, I can't get on with the taste of pork. I can't get on with it. I mean, maybe it could have something to do with when I held the pig in my hand at Riverford, a piglet. I picked up a piglet and it squealed and it didn't want to be in my hand. But even before then, I still, I'd still not eaten it for a long time. I didn't like the taste. I don't know. It's a weird thing, like, but he was like, he doesn't eat pork, and he was like, is it for religious reason? And it was just like, thing is, as you can tell, I'm confused as myself, like why I don't eat pork, but I don't eat it. And the thing is that he was just hounding me over it. The boss, he was just hounding me. Like, it really felt like he was hounding me. Like, is it for religious reasons you don't eat pork? Is it for this reason? And it's like, what's it got to do with you? And he's like, was telling people there, like people who random inhabitants of the housing association, like these real roughnecks, telling them like, oh, is there, he doesn't eat pork, he doesn't eat this. And then one of them was saying, oh yeah, it's Pakis don't eat pork. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm listening to this degenerate shit from these idiots. And it's like, no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. I don't fully know why I don't eat pork. I stopped eating it for a long time. Initially, yes, it was a bit of a religious thing. I'd got back from Israel or whatever, and I just thought, I felt guilty that I did. And then it'd been so long that, as I said, many years later, many 50, and I tried it, and maybe I've tried it a couple of times, but it's like I couldn't get on with it. Bacon is really salty. It's always got chemicals and nitrates in it. Ham is full of chemicals. Even organic ham, like pork generally, is just also they've got tapeworms, and apparently even if you cook them, they've got tapeworms. Pork has some health benefits. It's one of the best sources of some nutrients. There are people who are in very good health and probably eat quite a lot of pork. I think, what's his name? Eric Berg, the doctor. He's a ketogenic doctor, and he looks very healthy. I don't know 100% what's going on the inside, but he looks a lot healthier than most people. And he has bacon every day, but he gets it from all special farms or whatever, where, they're probably not going to have tapeworm. They haven't got the nitrates. He's such a health connoisseur, whatever you want to call it. Some may say health freak, but I think that's being a bit unfair. And, he has bacon every day. If I went to his house and, maybe I'd eat his, I'm just more fussy with it. Maybe I would eat pork if I knew there was definitely no tapeworms that are going to be causing parasites in my stomach, and no nitrates from the bacon. And, if it was good quality and it was healthy. But if you look at most packets of ham, you look at the chemicals in ham. I know, so my wife asked me to get it that day, for the kids or whatever, and I felt a little bit uncomfortable when I gave the ham sandwich to my daughter, because I just felt, our daughter, but it just felt, it's so much chemicals in it and so salty, so salty and so much chemicals. I better wrap this up. It's getting late, but nice chatting to you.